So something a bit different today. I've got some really interesting videos to watch, react to and give my opinion on. I've had someone collaborate a few different videos for me and we'll see what they are. All to do with birds of prey. I'm all ready to go. I've got my owl mug cup of tea here. So let's jump into it. Let's check out the first one here. Okay, so it's a drone shot. Looks quite arid. Not sure where in the world it might be. And oh wow! Oh, that was sudden. Gosh. Okay, so I see what this is. Right. I have heard of birds of prey attacking drones in two kind of ways. One, just a random occurrence like that presumably was. That looked like quite a large bird actually. Let's have a look. Another quick look there. It looks quite like an eagle, actually. An eagle or a hawk of some sort. And the other way would be people deliberately flying birds of prey to take out drones if they're maybe filming where they shouldn't be. Okay, so probably loads of videos like that, actually, of, like I say, drone attacks. But that one was really quite cool. And it brought it down to the ground really quickly as well. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Okay, so it's a news report. Now I have seen this before. This was a fair few years ago now. Do you know what? I know this isn't real. Firstly, I've got to say that. This was I think it was some uni students who put this together. But what's interesting about this fake video is how real it looks. You know, the shaky camera, the actual bird flying, it's not like a CGI bird. So whether they're taking real footage of an eagle picking up, you know, a rabbit or something. Now, in some respects, this could be real because a bird of prey could mistake, in theory, a child sat down at that for some kind of prey idly sat there not paying attention to what's around it. You know, birds of prey tend to sneak up on their prey. They don't sort of attack things that can see them coming. However, this isn't something that is commonly heard of, you know, children or babies or people being attacked by birds of prey. The only time people are ever really attacked by birds of prey is when they get too close to the nests, especially if they're climbing up a tree trying to get a picture, or I've heard people jogging or walking in certain places, and buzzards in particular being a bit kind of defensive and swooping down and just clipping the tops of their heads and things like that as well. But that one isn't real. We don't have to worry about eagles or any other birds of prey stealing our children, so that's okay. Quick sip of tea. Ooh, a bit hot still. Right, we've got a couple of wedding ones, I think. Right, what's this one? The Guardian apparently did this one. This is another one I may have seen in the past. I don't know if it's the same one. So it's a barn owl ring bearer. I'm not sure who's doing it. He's trying to cast the bird off there. It wasn't going voluntarily. So it's landed on the best man's hand, fine. Yeah, I think I have seen this one. It went viral, kind of viral anyway, a few years ago. And yeah, okay. Right, let's watch that bit again. So as you can see, what's happening here is someone's pointing at the bird. I don't know if they're pointing to a child saying, look at the bird or something like that. And that barn owl's obviously mistaken that hand going up for someone offering it food. Now, we have Juno. In fact, here's a clip of her. We've got it in one of the Owl Diary videos, but here's a clip of her flying all the way up to the stage onto the groom's glove at an Asian wedding. You know, no practice flight in one of those. She just came out, saw him and flew right across. Wasn't bothered about any distractions in there. And she's kind of like that owl, actually. Will just jump to anybody. If she thinks there's food there, she'll do it. And it's not as if we're starving the bird and it's desperately trying to find something to eat, no matter who's got it. Oh, I'll land on you, see if you've got something to eat. It's actually that the bird's just so conditioned to flying to the glove or a bare hand or a head or a shoulder that they may sometimes do that. Is there any risk or danger to people? Not really. Yes, the talons can be quite sharp, but in most cases, if they do land somewhere, they're fairly unlikely to scratch that person unless they're wearing nothing but a vest or they're topless maybe. But usually they land on a shoulder or, you know, I don't have a lot of hair, it might get a little scratch I suppose, but nothing that's going to cause any serious harm. Okay, there's another wedding video here by the looks of it. Let's have a look. Okay, well that's a big bird. Oh, can you hear the reaction of that? Oh, this video is looping, it's short. Wow, okay. I'm going to watch it one more time and pause. Oh gosh, that looks like a great horned owl to me, or an eagle owl. I don't know where that is in the world. It's hard to tell, but we don't use eagle owls for ring bearers. Even if you've got a really good large owl that will fly to the glove in flying experiences, for example, it's still not a great idea in a wedding, mainly because it probably just wouldn't do what you want it to do. I don't mean crash into the window, I mean it would probably just not fly to the person you want, or it just jump to the floor or won't move at all or whatever. There are only two birds we have that we could guarantee would fly to the glove, and that is on time. That is the barn owls and our Harris hawks. I think those are the only two. We've never used a Harris hawk for a wedding. Well, if you want a Harris hawk for a wedding, get in touch. Now, of course, the reaction on there is really quite something. And that's mainly, I think, because of the sound. Or partly because of the sound. Yes, you see it face plant the window. Obviously, it's not seeing the glass, it's a clean window, it's just trying to fly to the tree there. And these birds will do what they want. Now, if you're worried about the health of that bird, it's probably absolutely fine. These birds have got quite a thick head, a bit like we have. They can fly into things to a degree. The only time birds are generally ever injured or killed hitting windows is when they're being chased by predators. We've heard lots of stories of pigeon being chased by sparrowhawks in the gardens in the UK and smacking against the window, and you actually see the pigeon sort of silhouette on the glass, and there's the dead prey on the ground. Usually, though, the sparrowhawk will then eat what it's caught, inadvertently caught, I suppose, but if it hasn't eaten it, it means probably been scared off by something. Okay, I can see the thumbnail of this last video I'm going to show you, warning another accident here. I'm going to do a video soon in the falconry advice, actually, all about suitable places to fly your birds of prey. And when we fly our birds, we make sure that we've done a risk assessment of the area, if we don't know where we are, and if we've not been there before, for example. So we're looking out for any possible distractions, anything dangerous, like live electricity pylons. Is there a busy road nearby, or a railway line nearby? We have done flying shows near roads, but they've always been really quiet country roads. We never fly anything too near the road because of obvious reasons, which you're unfortunately going to see in this video. I think it's a French group of falconers here, and this is where not to fly your bird. I mean, look, you can see there's a road right next to it already, and he's going to fly a falcon. It's not like he's flying a barn owl or just fly hand to hand, and even that could go across the road. They're known for getting hit by traffic. Look, he's taking the hood off. I can't see what the actual equipment on there is, but I'm assuming it's all correct. Flying jesses or something. But it looks like it's in real condition. Here it is, a bit blurry there. And it goes across, it's some kind of freeway or motorway, and there we go, straight into a truck. And here's the falcon going, oh no, oh my poor bird, oh I'm so sad, oh sorry for you guys. There's 4 men there and a cameraman, so minimum 5 people. Didn't one of them possibly say, do you know what, might not be a good place to fly a bird here? Oh, I've flown my bird here I don't know, I've done that accent, it's apparently French, but anyway, oh, I've flown my bird here a number of times and not a problem. Well, you were lucky then. So yeah, a few different videos there. One thing that is bad about some of these videos is it can give people the wrong impression about falconry and the things we do. So for example, the owl crashing into a window. People might say, oh, you shouldn't fly birds indoors. We have an eagle owl who is brilliant indoors, never flown into a window in 21 years. And she mostly walks around and flies perch to perch. And by perches, I mean the travel boxes or whatever it might be in the room that's suitable for her to land on. We do have a great horned owl who I don't fly indoors because we've tried with her before and she does just crash into things. So you kind of got to know your birds a little bit. If you've got a bird that isn't likely to fly very well indoors, you just don't fly it indoors. Most of our birds are okay indoors. The only bird of prey we would never fly indoors would be a falcon. Even if we tried a simple to the glove for a bit of food or something, falcons like to fly up and out and wide. They're a long-winged bird. They fly much faster and further usually than most other birds. But hawks, they're great hand-to-hand style flying indoors for the care home visits, the school visits and things like that, no problem at all. So yeah, it can maybe give a bit of a bad impression to people who don't know about falconry or display bird of prey work and things like that, and kind of gives us a bad name a little bit, doesn't it really? But maybe that's why it's a good idea I do this video, so we can explain a little bit about what's going on in there. Hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you have, and we'll maybe do future videos like this in the future.